What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kerbal Space Program. This is our third episode, and so we're going to take a look at what we've done so far, and we're going to take a look at two new ideas that I have. One involves the moon, and one involves Minmus, and it's kind of an experimental idea to see how we're going to get to Duna. So here we can see all the missions that we have, and we have shot a couple of GPS satellites on the Light OL launcher, and we shot up a space station as well, and we have a moon base. So this is just like a booster on there with enough fuel to go back as well. Well, we have an issue because the person on the moon has really bad connection with home, and she just really wants to play Fortnite and has a crippling addiction of buying V-Bucks. So, she wants to feed that addiction, and I understand. So, I want to shoot a GPS moon satellite relay around the moon, and so that she can actually, play Fortnite and buy her V-Bucks, I guess, So, at Major Space, we really think about our customers, and we understand the urge to play Fortnite, even though it's basically dead now anyway. And so I got a Light OL booster with a standard GPS satellite, and we're gonna launch it into space. Now this booster apparently is very multifunctional because I can actually fly to the moon and to Minmus as well, which is very nice. So it's a really multifunctional GPS satellite that is perfectly engineered by Major Space, and we can easily use it to go everywhere within our celestial little the little natural satellites. So that's really nice. However, as I tried to get this thing around the moon, I kind of misshot, and well, we basically ended up around the sun. But it's not that big of a deal. It's just not the thing that I was going for. However, what we're gonna build right now is a station. Essentially, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a station. Now, this station will orbit the sun instead of Kerbal, and it will do that because it has a like a telescope on it that can actually look at asteroids and see if they might pose a threat or not. So essentially, this is going to be the Falcon main booster. So this is going to be a new booster. We always use the Light OL, but now we're going to make a new booster called the Falcon main. Maybe a little bit, about SpaceX. I just wanted to make some kind of tribute anyway. Anyway, we got here the Light OL boosters. It was the original thing that we used with the 4 detachable booster rockets, but this is the new design, a fully liquid fuel design. In the latest design, I've actually got 4 engines extra to the middle one, but now we have 3, then we'll have 5. But this works really well. Everything is it's not reusable though. It's just gonna be thrown down to the planet because we can. And this is the actual ship. Now this is gonna be able to carry the payload. So basically above the engine and the fuel, we can just put, above the booster really, we can just put everything we want. But this is the original ship with it. So it has everything you need, and on this ship we're gonna build the space station that's gonna orbit the sun. So around the sun we're gonna have a space station that's gonna take a look at all the asteroids and stuff like that. That's gonna pose a threat to Kerbal, which is gonna be pretty cool. And this is the kind of the design that I went for. I made it a little bit more crazy though. You guys will see once we actually start launching it. But this is essentially the idea. Now in the latest design, I actually have 2 more rockets down below, and some escape pods on the sides, as you can see, that actually hold 2 little ships that the Kerbals can fly into or just transfer into and use that to escape. I'll show you guys when you actually get it into space. So now we're using the giant booster to launch it into space. It goes really, really well because this booster is absolutely phenomenal at reaching explosive speeds. It's insane. And it's really big. It has 5 giant engines, mainsail engines, so it's you know, it's about as big as I want it to be. This is gonna be a really good ship to also go to Minmus and maybe even Duna. Now, as we're reaching the maneuver point, we're gonna maneuver our ship to go out of orbit of the planet. And here you can see the rest of the ship. So this is actually the ship that I ended up getting on top of that thing. So imagine how much bigger it actually was than I just showed you guys. You can see the actual escape pods with it and the little extra docking ports. So yeah, it's really, really big. We actually have a lot of fuel left once we actually get into space around the sun. So now we are going towards the sun in our voyage expedition that's gonna take almost a year, I think, because we're not going we're not going fast. We're not going that fast. It actually almost takes a year to actually get there. But we're gonna fast forward to when we're there, and here we are. So this is the ship. We're gonna name it into what it is. The creepy soundtrack is a ×4 of what actually goes on. So here we're actually entering the little docking ship. Now I wanted to check out how I actually dock, because I've never actually docked a ship before. So this was kind of a test for myself, and I just wanted to have these guys just deserve, you know, some little extra ships. So here we go. Docking is really easy apparently. Now we're flying away. See if I could get back. I was kind of afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get back with the ship at least. But I actually did it. So that's actually very nice. So now I know that I can. And we still have a little bit of fuel left. So maybe we can even fly this thing back to the planet one day. Because we have a lot of fuel left. It's insane how much fuel we have left. So now we have all these things flying around and doing their thing. So I got a little bit crazy and I wanted to make something very weird. I wanted to make a full all-around Corvette ship. So this was a Corvette, like, you know, science fiction, Star Wars type of thing, like Elite Dangerous type of ship. So this was a ship that can actually land on its little feet. It had a rocket launcher at the front, and it had 4 engines and a lot of RCS. So, you know, now the hard part was getting it into orbit, right? So I you know, sticked all these things on, and needless to say, mind you, this is all ×2, but it went very bad. So now I made this monstrosity. I call this the tower launcher, and yeah. I did a few attempts with these things until I got it right though. So I actually got this thing into the space, but this is absolutely ridiculous. Look at it. What the fuck? It's stupid. But, I mean, I got it kind of working. And it flipped over. I kind of wanted to get it further in, but yeah, well, so this thing actually kind of got it in the space. Not really in orbit, though, but the frame rate, holy shit. And the top engine didn't really work because it just caused me to flip down. But yeah, here I went, falling down. I made complete revolution on the planet almost. And yeah, here we go, falling down to the planet, trying to save this poor ship. Never doing something like this again, although it was a really fun idea to do, because, you know, eventually we're gonna have that generation ship, and it's gonna be really big too, so I kind of have to already get something ready, and at least it worked a little bit. So yeah, that went really bad. I'm not doing that again. So here we have the end result of episode 3, guys. We got a space station and a satellite. We tried a lot of stuff. I actually filmed a lot this episode. It's insane. We might have to pick these guys up with a jet, so that's on our list now too. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Next episode we'll go to Minimus, I promise, and maybe we'll take a look at getting an extra ship to dock to the space station around the planet. My name is Empty Major. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do subscribe and like the comment in the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.